Google's employee satisfaction has risen by 37%. You want to know what they did and how you can apply that to your business? Stay tuned. People are not going back to work. Why? Well, because people want to feel valued. And the old way of going to a 9 to 5, clocking in, clocking out just doesn't work anymore. So it's critical that business owners adapt and that they pivot. That's why it's critical for leaders to have a growth mindset. You must have the ability to be open to new ideas in order to stay ahead of the crowd. And one of those things is coming to terms that employees want to be empowered. Employees want to work in a place that they feel valued, that they feel like they're a part of the brand's story. And one of those ways is through flex hours. Flex hours are a great way to entice top talent to your organizations. Why is that? Because people that are highly talented, highly skilled, understand their strengths and their weaknesses. They understand that maybe they might be a morning person, maybe they might be a night person, or maybe they might be most productive in the middle of the day. But each one of us has a different way that we go about attacking our day to really maximize our productivity. And someone who's a professional, someone who is extremely talented is going to be attracted by the idea of working in a culture where they have the ability to be in total control of their hours. And the data points to this being true. 73% of employees said flexible work arrangements increase their work satisfaction. 78% of employees said flexible work arrangements made them more productive. 77% of employees consider flexible work arrangements a major consideration when evaluating future job opportunities. 36% of employees are likely to leave their current employer to have the ability to control their own work hours. So what this shows is that people want to have the flexibility to be able to come in and out of the office. They want that sense of freedom. And at the same time, many of us have kids, have personal lives, may have doctor's appointments or any other things that may be going on in their life. And they want to have that flexibility to be able to do the other things they need to get accomplished in their day. And at the same time, to be able to come into the office and knock out maybe a project early in the morning, just before everyone else gets into the office. Or maybe they might want to come in later in the day when everybody else is out of the office. So for each one of us, it's completely different. Daniel H. Pink wrote a great book about optimizing our schedules for internal chronological clocks, which means that each of us peaks at certain times of the day, some in the morning, some in the evenings, and some late at night. According to his quote, human beings don't all experience a day in precisely the same way. Each of us has a chronotype, a personal pattern of circadian rhythms that influence our physiology and psychology. The Edisons among us are late chronotypes. They work long after sunrise to test mornings and don't begin peaking until late afternoon or early evening. Others of us are early chronotypes. They rise easily and feel energized during the day, but wear out by the evening. Some of us are owls, others are larks. I'm sure that some of those descriptions in there probably fit you, right? And just like yourself, there's certain periods of time that you are able to get into deep work and really focus on a task at hand and be able to complete it quicker than other times in the day. Well, the same applies to your staff, to your team, to your employees. They all are able to maximize their full potential at certain times of the day. And it's important as a leader that you understand their strengths and their weaknesses. So if you want to stand out, stop using these old school techniques that were invented 100 years ago, these 9 to 5 that just doesn't work anymore. So you might be looking at me and saying, hey, that's good for you, Nick. That's good for Google, but that doesn't work for me. But what if I told you there was a way that you can hire the right people that fit your culture? So smash the notification button so you can be alerted to more of our brand Outlaw videos, including a follow-up to this one, how to hire the right people so you feel confident about doing flex hours.